Patrick Sandy says, I like to make lower ABV brews. Any tips on building flavor with a smaller grain bill? I would look to some historical styles on this, man. And I would start taking tips from the Brits and think about their bitters, their milds, different things like that. They're low ABV beers. So first of all, I would actually look at carbing those beers lower because there's a purpose for it. Diminishing that carbonic acid in that beer is going to make it drink fuller, a touch sweeter, a bit rounder, right? Consider a warmer serving temperature, right? So I think a couple of those things can come into play. I do think it can be important to maybe look at some British yeast that will give you some ester character and maybe are a little bit higher glycerol producers. Something that can produce a little bit softer, rounder beer. Maybe you want to push up that chloride in your beer a little bit too on some of those smaller beers. What else? I think on small beer, I think you do want to use those beautiful British malts. I think there's a lot of nuance to them. And yeah, what else? There's maybe one other note that I wanted to put in there for you. Oh, and the other thing is sometimes small beers can get really lean. So think about maybe some non-traditional adjuncts or things like that. Think about oats, think about rye. If you don't want the flavor of rye, which to me, rye malt is earthy, quite earthy, dirty kind of tasting. For me, flaked rye, you can use a lot of it and it doesn't come through in the way that malted rye does. I think you use a lot and with flaked rye and get away with it. Try folding in 5% like flaked rye into some of these small beers. And I to me, it's the most viscous of those flaked products. And I feel like you can just get a nice, maybe get a nice softness, nice viscosity off of that. Help prop up those smaller beers a little bit. But that's going to be it to tell you guys. Listen, I mean, goodness, this was almost an hour 20, 2 hours 20, 2 hours 25 minutes almost. But once again, I said this was the Christmas. The Christmas version of the show. There was nothing festive going on here. I know holidays can be hard for people for a lot of different reasons. It can bring out loneliness. It can bring up time with family, which can be difficult and stressful and sometimes painful and sometimes beautiful as well. Don't get me wrong. But I know this can be a time of year where people can feel loneliness. So as we go through December, reach out to the people that maybe you don't you think about but you don't always hit them up. Reach out to the people that probably need somebody to say, hey, be good to your people, be good to your family. Remind yourself of the things that you're grateful for. I do have on the 15th, this is going to be a little bit later for me. So it'll be noon for him. It'll be 9 p.m. for me. We're going to get in here my man Hendo from Rockstar Brewing Academy. That's going to be a good talk. Get me questions that you want to talk to him about. He does a lot of stuff on the consulting side. If you're thinking about going pro, we're going to have a really good talk, man. He's a good dude. So thank you so much. We'll see you here in a couple of weeks and wish you all the best. Have a good night.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for watching. If you feel as if you got any value out of the video, please like and subscribe. There are also other videos that you can watch. They're going to maybe be over here or over here. Appreciate you watching.